speaker Abhay Mittal today with us. So he is our one of the alumni of PICT IT department. Abhay completed his BE IT in 2021 batch. Currently, or last year, he has completed his degree. He is working as a developer and product freelance at New York Golf Venture and others. Also, he is working as an ex full stack developer at nice.com, and he is also done internship at his batch at Pune Police PICT 2020-21 in IT department. So he has a eminent personality today to guide us, our students, in terms of various point related to what we can say resume writing or presentation related to social media site like LinkedIn, or how the group discussion will take place at the time of placement, in how he will guide all of you to how we can ready for the industry practice, or importance of reading or writing different things or anything that can add to your personality. So I request Abhay to uh, guide and motivate our student. So here SE and TE students are here, two batches are here. So I request to hand over to you and continue the session.
Okay.
Yes, Abhay.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, Vishal and Amit, sir, for the introduction. I'll get started. I'll share my screen.
Yes.
Amit sir, you started recording?
All right. So this is a talk on how we can navigate our career as a developer. And I would be talking about a couple of things that we can do to ensure that we get the best potential. We can maximize the jobs that we get. And so before I start, I'll give a quick introduction of myself. I'm a full stack developer and a product guy, currently working for, as sir mentioned, New York Gulf Ventures. So it is a bunch of angel investors, or in simple terms, sharks that we see on Shark Tank. And I work on their generative AI products, stuff like Chat GPT, GPT-3, Stable Diffusion. So a low risk dev career, right? So if you notice the job market right now, almost every company is going through a tough time. Layoffs are happening left, right, center, and there are a lot of macro factors that are causing this. But let's not get into that. So during these times, it's very important to manage risk. So that's why I'm going to be talking about this, how to navigate through a low risk, high reward dev career. So majority of this talk would be around this flowchart. I've broken it down into parts, and this is by Amul.exe on Twitter. You should definitely check out his content. So when you're starting your career as a software engineer, it's extremely important for you to pick up at least one non-niche tech stack as your base hard skill. It could be anything. It could be backend development in Java or Spring Boot. It could be front end in React, or mobile in Flutter or React Native. Now, some of you may think that you want to do something in AI or Web3 or cyber security for that matter, but we'll come back to that. For now, I need you to focus on just this. Why is this important? Let's understand with a simple example. Let's say you have 1 crore in rupees in your bank. What would be the best way to invest it? The best idea would be to diversify, right? You would put 50 lakhs in a safe bond or fixed deposit, maybe 20 lakhs in gold, 10 lakhs here and there in stocks or mutual funds, and 10 in crypto, right? So think of these hard skills as your fixed deposit. No matter what happens, these will like protect you during tough times. So I would urge everyone to master at least one of these hard skills and spend some time with it, mastering that one particular tech stack. So you can spend a couple of years in your college or in the industry mastering these hard skills. And now that you have learned something, what next? So build a full stack product. By full stack, I mean everything, everything from front end to back end to integration, even writing test cases for that matter. So these projects would help you participate in hackathons, and I feel hackathons are one of the best ways to find a job, sometimes test cases. So this one project would help you have something in resume first, and you can use this project to participate in hackathons. So a lot of people who are hiring, a lot of important people come to these events, and you might land a job offer directly if you impress them. So one more hack that I would suggest um, that you can do at these hackathons is uh, give a speech. I know it sounds very hard or overwhelming, but a lot of these hackathons have fireside chat, small workshops, even this talk that I'm giving right now. Do something similar to this. Participate in them, maybe give a small talk or walkthrough of something that you learned very recently. So that is the easiest way to get noticed. Next would be open source. So it is one of the easiest ways to that can help you land a very nice remote job. So let's say you find a very nice, good open source project on GitHub. You see it has bugs or issues, and you make 10 fixes or 10 pull requests. Now, in the process of getting those 10 fixes approved, you would come across 20 people who see your code, who understand how you're writing, who give you feedback. So these people would obviously vouch for you at some point, right? So they would consider you when an opportunity rises. So you can try this. There are issues with label good first issue. So if we just go outside of slides and let's go to GSOC. So let's say you come across this project. So you find issues and look for issues with label good first issue. These are the ones that are usually very beginner friendly. So people who want to start out with contributing to open source, this is the best place to start. And if you want to, let's say, work on this, if you're good with JavaScript or the relevant tech stack here, you can just comment that I'm working on this, and you can directly start contributing. So in this process, you would come across a lot of people who are reviewing your code, who are seeing the work that you're doing. So these people can in the future, you're indirectly networking, and these people can in future refer you at good places or maybe help you find a good job. So this is another interesting way you can try for stuff off campus, right? So getting back here. Okay, so once you have these contributions, you can add it to your resume and start applying. Now, where to apply, right? On campus is one of the best ways for us PI CTNs because we have a decent uh, placement record. Our teachers and TNP are doing a great job at bringing excellent companies at the campus. But if in case that is not enough for you, off campus is something that you can try. So how do you find off campus companies? This is one of the ways. So there are two types of companies, broadly speaking. One are publicly listed and second is private. So in public, you can look for top 100 tech companies in Nifty 50, let's say Nifty 100, or maybe you look for top 100 NASDAQ tech companies. You'll find a list. Some of these are famous fan companies, but you may come across a company which is not so famous, but let's say you come across this company, Moderna. Moderna is famous for vaccines. You look for tech companies, and let's say this company. So the next step would be to just search this careers. You'll find a careers page for everything, and you can just look for any openings for freshers or internships, or maybe if you manage to find an email of one of their HRs, that would be awesome. You can just write a cold email. You can showcase your product. Maybe you can share your GitHub or your portfolio and ask them if they're looking for an intern or a fresher who's just starting out, and just keep applying. Like till the time your number of applications like go to hundred and thousands, just keep. So that would increase the odds, right? Because the moment, see, if you're a recruiter, the moment you say that I'm looking for, let's say, 10 front-end developers, in that 1 second, if I put it on a group, I would get 100 resumes or maybe in the thousands. So how would I filter, right? So you got to think like them and maybe create a UML diagram to understand the problem and find ways you can pass the filters that they do and get good opportunities like that, right? So coming back, so Nasdaq is one. Maybe look for companies based in the US, Singapore, Australia, Europe, and check if these companies have an office in India. So this is one way. There are privately held companies as well. I think there is a list of top 100 unicorns in India that you can find on Wikipedia, and just keep sending applications. Be visible everywhere. Uh, you you try at 100. Let's say 10 of them reply, 5 of them convert to a job offer, and it's always like uh, very good to have multiple offers because it helps you negotiate better, right? So once you are ready with the base non-niche tech stack, you can explore these options. So it could be data science, it could be Web3, maybe you're interested in Solana or Ethereum, or maybe you want to try entrepreneurship or other niche career paths like design, security, gaming, etc. You can try those things. So your base core skill would help you, would be sort of like a safety net, and you can try these things on the side and maybe build a project in one of these niche skills, and again do the same process of applying and getting through the interviews. So if you succeed, you continue in your niche. Otherwise, you always have that base skill that you can go back to. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, you may ask, and you can find my socials on my portfolio website. It's aboi.in. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I want to ask a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So, Bhaiya, should we focus on problem solving more or on development and hackathons? Because balancing them both, it is really difficult.
Right. So honestly, like if you look at all the companies that hire on campus, for them at least one round is a competitive coding round or a technical round. So in order to clear that, I think you need to do a bit of DSA and competitive coding, but you need not like go very deep into that. I think if you're able to solve easy to medium level questions on lead code, I think that should be good enough for most of the companies that come on campus. But yeah, I feel you should explore other things like hackathons as well, because that is also like a way. Uh, so when placements happen during the end of third year or fourth year, uh, a lot of people make a mistake of only focusing on placements. So especially like on campus. So it would be nice if you focus on building something, building a product uh, alongside with the applications, so that you have more odds of like landing a great job. It would just increase your odds of like getting into a really good company, hackathons and all the other things that I mentioned.
Yes, fine. Any other student have any question to ask to Abhay? Okay, fine. So, thank you, Abhay, for guiding our student. Variety of points that you have faced, or you have what we can say, guide in terms of with the help of presentation. That was very nice. And thank you from our department, and in advance I will invite you such a type of activity in future if we need it. At that time you may get some time and guide our student to build their career, and share your experience from the PICT or from the department, what you get and what type of difficulties you face, so that our students get benefited from that type of difficulties that may occur in future. Okay. So can we take one photo? So everyone, I request everyone to please turn on your camera so that I can click one picture over here for a record. Okay, fine. So thank you so much, Abhay and Vishal sir, for the presence and all the students that they have attended. And we can conclude this session now. We can stop here for today. Thank you, Abhay.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Abhay, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. It was long time we have seen you.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So thank you for guiding the students, and we'll disturb you often in the at least once per semester.
No problem, sir.
Yeah. Will it be
Yeah.
okay for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Abhay.
Thank you for this opportunity,
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
I know it was supposed to be more resume focused, but I think we can find resources and templates for that. Off campus is something that not a lot of people talk about. That's why I focused this session more towards that. But yeah, thank you so much for inviting
Yes,
me.
we